Okay. I am ready. Hello, everyone. We're now live. I've been sitting here for the last 3 minutes just waiting for it to hit over 8 p.m. I am just going to bring up the live on my phone so that I can hopefully see comments if anyone wants to have a chat during, and then I will get started in a minute. Still 1 minute to 8 before 8 o'clock. All right. Now I need to test. Who wants to help me test? I need to test that I can read the comments because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Hi, Hannah, Chelsea, Kelly. Can somebody comment and say hello? And I'll see if it comes up on my phone. Otherwise, I'll need to check it on the computer. B said hi. Yay. Paula said hi. Amazing. Thank you. Hi, Paula. Hi, Hannah. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm going to sit that there in front of me so that I can see. Hi, Chelsea. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so I just whipped up this training today. It's not really a training. Normally when I do live streams like this, I try and do like a full-blown like webinar presentation where I'm teaching you heaps of stuff. I did that a couple of weeks ago. This one's a little bit different. I basically just want to keep it really kind of to the point, and it's just showing you how the templates and the ads that I write, how you edit them and how you post them on your page. I do have like a lot of other information that I want to include as well. Hi, Lorna. Did I just make a live for the first time in my life? Happy days. Yay, we should celebrate. Hi, Mikkel. Hi, Abby. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Renee. Yeah, so this time you'll see what I mean. Like I literally just kind of whipped this up today and it's really basic, but the information hopefully is helpful. And also this one is specifically for like, so many people ask me all the time about like my Peace, Love and Profit membership and when the doors are opening again. And I don't really have any like kind of set dates that it opens. I just open them when I can around my kids' schedule, because I need like a couple of days to like open them and let everyone in and get everyone set up and everything like that. So doors are going to be open at the end of this video as well for another 48 hours. So if you have been interested, you've inquired, you've been watching my stuff for a little while, and you would like to be a part of it, then I'll let you know about that as well. So it is 8 o'clock now. I'm going to share my screen with you and I'll share the slides. If anyone wants to screenshot anything or take notes, please feel free to do that as well. All right, we're going to go full screen share. And this is my little presentation here. Love Canva. Who else uses Canva? Does anyone else use Canva? I use it for literally everything that I design for myself and my clients, always. Okay, we're going to present full screen. I'm going to make sure that that's working. Looks like it is. Okie dokie. So using ads to get bookings. Let's go. Hannah says, yes, I love Canva. I'm obsessed. I've been using it for years. I definitely use the pro version because I use all of the extra stuff that they offer. Fantastic. Okay. I've got myself in this little corner up here as well. Hello. So hi, today I'm going to show you how my ad templates work to get bookings. I'm doing this presentation basic B style, basic bitch style. This is what I mean. It's super, super basic. Sometimes I put so much effort in to design everything perfectly. And this time I'm like, we're literally doing pink text on a white background. It's happening. Hello, Amanda. Hi, Joe. Hey, Kimberly, Anna. So I want to keep it really simple, and I want to show you and kind of just explain to you and break it down how easy it can be to get bookings with ads, because a lot of people really overcomplicate it. And I've just always run every business that I've owned like as simple and basic as possible, because simple works, simple sells. Hello. Okay. So a little quick intro for new friends, because there's always some new people jumping on here that like haven't followed me for a long time. There's some of you that have been, with me for the last 6, 7, up to 10 years, which is amazing. Thank you. And then there's always some new friends joining. So a little bit of my background story, in case you haven't, you've probably seen it already in like my ads and my ebook and stuff, but I started a home salon myself when I was 21 in a little garage in a rental property in Brisbane. And I got that up to 3 salons by the time I was 25 from using Facebook and boosted posts to bring as many new clients in as I could all the time. So I started from home, got that really busy, booked it out, opened a salon, hired a couple of girls, realized that I didn't have to do the work and that I was just on my phone getting the bookings in and stuff all the time and doing posts and boosting posts. And I was like, I reckon my business would go way faster if I didn't work in it and if I just did the social media. And so I did that, and then I opened a second shop and I just repeated the same process, got it busy with the social media posts, hired some more people, and then I opened another shop. I actually did have 5 locations in total, but one of them I sold and one of them I moved around, like moved from one to another. So there was 5 in total, but 3 at once, and I didn't work in them at all. I worked from home doing the social media. I also started my own wholesale range and training in hair extensions and eyelash extensions. So, hair extensions and spray tanning. So my first salon was, first service that I offered was tanning. Then I added in hair extensions. Then I added in lash extensions. I also dabbled in heaps of different beauty services, but those were the main 3 that were popular. So I just ended up specializing in those. I am a little bit ADHD, a little bit bougie, a little bit bogan, and a little bit woo-woo, all about the law of attraction. I bounce all over the place, and sometimes I am into fancy things and sometimes I'm a bum. So let me know if you relate to any of that. I have dealt with depression and anxiety my whole life, sometimes to massive extremes. It has influenced my business. It influences my relationships. It's a thing that I can empathize with a lot if I know that other people have it as well. So that's why I like to share that as well. I have 2 little boys, Jaden and Riley. Riley's 4 and Jaden is 7. And also my partner's 2 kids, and we're doing the blended family thing. Lorna says, relate, I love you already. Well, I love you too. Sarah said, this is me too. I'm all of those things you described about yourself. Oh, cool. Well, see this, okay, before I continue, this is the power of good marketing, because when you put your personality into your brand, and I always did this in my salon as well, then you naturally attract people who are like, oh, she's like me, or I'm like her, or I like that type of person. So a really important part of marketing, if you want to attract more clients that you actually like and that are like you, is to put more of your personality and this kind of stuff into your marketing. So there's the first tip for you. I have a dog, Lucy. I have a cat, Pepper, who's like 19 years old and still going strong, never been sick. She's amazing. I got 2 little fish. I got 2 little budgies called Bluey and Bingo. We have a beehive, and I've literally got eggs in an incubator right next to my desk right here. We're about to hatch 12 silky chickens in a couple of weeks. So basically starting a farm. I had a wholesale range of hair extensions as well. So I imported my own range of hair extensions and my own range of spray tan solution, and decided I wanted to stock or supply other salons around Australia and around the world. I had 100 salons stocking my hair extensions at one point, and I offered training in them as well. I had a method called micro tape hair extensions. I think I was one of the first ones to sell that, and tape and beads as well, but it was Russian hair. It was really lovely. And yeah, so I've had businesses in all of these, like services, wholesale, and training. I have used Facebook to make millions of dollars over the years. Literally, Facebook has paid for my 5-bedroom house, which is on top of a mountain. Facebook has paid for, I bought the rainforest next door to my house because it came up for sale after I bought my house and I didn't want any neighbors. That's a bit of a bougie boast. Love that fact for me. And I have a nice car and all of that stuff as well, but mostly it's the lifestyle that I like from just knowing how to grow a business that can be really successful and run without you. I can't turn off the ideas ever. I'm one of those people that has way too many ideas for my own good. Amanda says, is it cutting in and out, or is it just on my end? Hopefully someone else can answer that question. It could be the Wi-Fi. I can't change it though. Can't turn off the ideas. Too many ideas all the time. They keep me awake. They ruin my sleep. it's a problem, but a strength as well. And also I have been writing ads and posts and teaching social media marketing and business growth for 10 years now, a whole entire decade. So I had my salon business for like 8 years, and now I've been teaching for 10 years. And I just really love helping people. So Chelsea said, I think it's just cutting out on your end, Amanda. Okay, cool. Thank you. Good to know. Here are some of my clients' results. I love helping people make money. I figured out years ago that I was really good at writing posts that got people engaging and that got people inquiring about products and services. Like, it's literally something that just, like, I've studied it. I've studied copywriting. I've studied advertising. I've studied sales. I like always learning about these things. But for some reason, I just have this weird strength or gift or whatever it is where I just turn everything into an ad in my brain. Like, I can't not. So always writing ads. Sue Ellen posted $5, boosted a post for $5 a day. It was up for 2 hours and she got 3 bookings in that amount of time. This one put a post up last night for brow tattooing that I wrote for her. She got 6 inquiries. She got 2 new brow bookings and 6 inquiries within 24 hours. This one got 67 messages from an ad. 20 of those booked in. The new client spent $5,500 and she only spent $180 on the ad. This one put a post up in the morning, and by midday she had 15 inquiries and 3 had confirmed and booked deposits. And that was only within 2 weeks of working with me. Tonya said her staff's books are completely full for the rest of the week because she used ads and posts to book out her staff. Sarah said, yay, we're at 120 comments now and bookings were coming in thick and fast from one of her posts. Hannah said, I'm the same with ideas. I've launched a kids' hair care range 2 days after having a double mastectomy. I was bored in hospital, so I took action from an idea 2 years ago. I feel that, Hannah, because I was literally selling things while I was in labor giving birth to my first son because it was taking so long and people were messaging me inquiring about a course, and I'm just like, oh yeah, you should sign up. So feels. And then this one here, I just wanted to share with you the success of the ads. I've spent $1,500 and made $12,000 from them. And this one said she made $5,000 today from some of the ads that she was running. So these are the reasons why I personally love advertising, because organic marketing is great. It works. It's nothing against it. Love it. Love it. But advertising makes business growth faster. And I knew this right from the very beginning. And I always have boosted posts and spent money on ads and because I just know that there's people out there who need what I sell or who are interested in what I sell, but they can't find me if my organic posts aren't reaching them. So I'm like, well, if I want to help those people and show them what I can do for them, then it's my job to get in front of them. And I am going to spend money on doing that, because also I used to work for a marketing company that worked with really big, successful brands like Australian franchises and stuff. And I was like, every single one of these really successful businesses advertises. There's no super successful, massive business that like does not advertise. So I need to do it. Okay. So what I do now is I have a range of different, courses and coaching and consulting and stuff that I do. But my main thing is a membership called Peace, Love and Profit. So when I first started this actually 7 years ago, when my 7-year-old was a baby, I came up with the idea when I was sitting at the coffee club. He was in a pram and I was just like, previously I'd been teaching people how to write their own ads, but then everyone would post their drafts up and I just kind of rewrite them or edit them, and like love helping people with that kind of stuff. I still do it. But I was sitting at the cafe having breakfast and I was like, what if I just wrote ad templates for beauty and hair services and like just sold them in like a membership? So every month people would get like a new ad and they wouldn't have to think of it themselves. They could just edit it to suit their service. And so that was 7 years ago. And I've literally been writing templates and ads and stuff ever since. So I've got hundreds of ads that I've written since then now. But that was the epiphany of it. And it used to just be called Proven Profits because it was ads that I'd written, that I'd tested, that I'd actually used, and that had made money. So I was only giving people ads that I knew worked. It's primarily about getting you clients, making money and growing your business Diamond said, I love Proven Profit, started it with my beauty bar 6 years ago. Oh my God, OG Diamond. So the main goal of Proven Profits, or Peace, Love and Profit now, is about getting you clients, making you money and growing your business. But I added Peace and Love, 2 reasons. One, I got bored and wanted to do a rebrand. I think we all know what that's like. Sometimes it's like, it's good how it is, but I'm bored. And I need some fresh energy up in here. So I added the Peace and Love because I also now help with a lot of mindset work in there as well. So it used to just be all ad templates. Now I really try and put in a lot of mindset, a lot of psychology, a lot of helping you to feel confident and not stressed while you grow, and helping you to kind of understand yourself, your own behaviors. Like, I love understanding different chemicals in our brains, like dopamine, and how that makes us do things. Or, you know, the dopamine wears off, we'll get really excited about something, and then the dopamine wears off and we like, I don't want to do this anymore. Especially if you're type part ADHD, you'll know what I mean. So understanding all of how that kind of affects your business growth as well. Because if I was just relying on dopamine today, I would have canceled this presentation because I was just like tired and had a headache most of the day. But I know that I get dopamine from going live. So so I'm like, as soon as I get here, I'm just like, radio, we're on, let's go. So after 10 years as a teacher, the main difference that I see between very successful business owners and struggling ones, and this has been a massive, not a frustration, but just like why, kind of like a challenge, I guess, to try and figure out why some people become really successful and some people just kind of don't, and they stay where they are for a really long time. And the main difference is mindset and thinking patterns. So that's why this kind of stuff is so important as well, because if I just gave you, here's an ad to go, and you're not thinking about it in the right way, like, it's so easy for you to just, I don't know, not make it work that well. So these are the 2 main kind of people or mindsets that there can be, and you can flip back and forwards into each of them throughout your life. Like, I have literally been over here and I've been over here, and you constantly got to kind of be aware of where you are. But I wanted to put this in here so that you can maybe just read through this with me and see where you are right now. So if you are in an ego, blame, fixed mindset, which tends to happen when we're like stressed, tired, burnt out, something bad's happened or is happening in our life, this is where we kind of default into. And these are the thoughts that we'll kind of have, is that I don't need help. You could like just think ads don't work. Some people with a really fixed mindset just don't believe ads work, and they're really like anti-ads. Some people think always, I can do it myself. I don't need help. People who don't buy from me are time wasters. Like, if you've got people messaging you, that's a really ego-based thought, because you're thinking like, you're wasting my time. My time is more important than your time. Sometimes you can become a bit of a taker. You're just focused on yourself. You're just focused on what you want to take from people and get from people. You're not really thinking about the benefit to anyone else or what you can give. It's not my fault. People that are really ego focused, and you've probably encountered people like this too, that just will not take responsibility for anything and they blame everyone. I know I've had people in my life like that. There's people that think I'm better than them, or, you know, my way is the best way. There's people that have really fixed mindsets where I can't do this because of this. Like, I can't run ads because this, and then they just sit in it. Like, my ads account got a warning, my ad account shut down or something, so I can't run ads anymore. Whereas, like, actually you can just set up a new ad account. Like, we can fix that. Some people think it's all the market's fault, it's the economy's fault. That's why my business isn't doing well. Definitely not my fault. Or it's my staff's fault. I can't find good staff. There's no staff out there. That's a really fixed mindset as well that will hold you back from growth. Self-focused, always just thinking about yourself, not really thinking about anyone else. Fixed beliefs like, I'm not good at marketing. Like, some people literally just believe that so much that they're not open to learning anything. Like, they just won't. They're just like, no, I am bad at this. Nothing works for me. You know, I've tried that before, it didn't work. That's another really big one. I've tried it before, so it doesn't work. But like, what if we tried it again slightly differently? That's what I mean. Gives up or quits after like one try. If something doesn't work immediately, they're like, and then blame someone for it or blame something for it. Doesn't take any risks, doesn't ask for help, and doesn't want to spend any money. The opposite of that is a love and growth based mindset. Now it's possible to have some from both as well. Diamond said, I'm OG from the Wolfpack. Deanne said from USA. Hello, Diane. Okay. So in the love and the growth mindset, this is where you'll have a lot more success and you'll just feel better as a general, like your life quality will just be nicer if you can stay in this part most of the time. I don't know how to do that, but I can learn. So that's a really open growth kind of mindset. I don't know how to do that yet, but it's possible that I can learn, because if someone else knows how to do that, I can do it too. I want to understand my clients and my team rather than blaming them. So this is a huge mindset shift. If you can think, well, I want to understand why my clients aren't buying from me. I want to understand why my team are behaving like that. I want to understand what my market wants to see from me, rather than just being like, oh, my posts suck, nobody likes anything. Massive shift. Usually grateful for clients and team. Like if someone messages you, instead of defaulting into thinking, oh my God, this person's just going to waste my time, they just want prices, you're like, thank you so much for taking the time to message me, or thank you for choosing to message my business over all the others that you could have. Like this real nice gratitude for like, thank you. Gratitude for your team, for being there, for showing up, for doing the things that they're doing and telling them. I know, having this belief that I know improvement takes time, I am patient with myself. Some people get really impatient or really frustrated and really like upset with themselves, and which leads to low self-esteem and lots of self-doubt if they can't figure things out immediately. So if you have, you know that improvement takes time, you're patient with yourself, and you like treat yourself like a little kid, it's okay, you try again, you'll do better. Then yeah, you'll do better. Reads books. Growth-minded people are always learning, reading books, taking courses, audiobooks, podcasts, all that good stuff. I'll read that comment in a second, Lorna. They genuinely want to be a better business owner, like just really want to be better. They know that they can improve and they want to improve. So that's why they're always learning. They're usually people that are others focused, like thinking about your market, thinking about the clients, thinking about the team, thinking about what can I do to make things better. Genuinely cares about people. Like actually, it's not fake in order to get something. Like they actually care about how people feel. I'll keep trying until I get good at it. And everything is a lesson I can learn from. That's a huge, powerful one as well, because there's always going to be bad things that happen in life. Like life is just hard in a lot of ways. And if we can take everything as a lesson that we can learn from, either physically or emotionally or about ourselves or about life, that's a really good mindset to have. Asks for help and is appreciative of it. That's a massive one as well. Like you can ask people for help and then they help you and you're like, thank you, that's amazing. Rather than just be like, I've tried that. No. And they're usually a giver, someone that's like giving and wants to give to other people. Lorna said, I'm not good at marketing. Thank you for helping me see that in myself. Growth is coming my way. Yay. I'm happy for you. So this is what I mean by just little kind of thinking shifts. The thought that you have before the action that you take is the most important thing. Because if you just went to do an ad or whatever and it didn't work, you could just be like, I'm not good at marketing. Back to it, stuck, right? So anyway, I wanted to share that as a little example. Back to the money talk. Okay, I should have put do not disturb mode on my phone. I will do that right now because I'm getting notifications. Go away. Okay, back to the money talk. Here's how getting clients with ads works. I drew this a couple of weeks ago to try and make it make sense in little graphic form. So step one, you run an ad. Now it's either going to go one of two ways. If it doesn't work, down the bottom, it doesn't get any interest. If it does work, it gets messages. Okay, so if it doesn't get any interest, then here's the options. You either give up and then you put yourself back into that mindset. So the gray ones are that ego, blame, doubt, fixed mindset, and the white ones are the growth mindset. It doesn't get any interest. So you give up and say, I'm not good at marketing, or I can't do this, or this doesn't work for me, or this course sucks, or this coach sucks, or, blame. Or growth mindset, you change the offer. You realize, okay, that ad didn't work. So I need to try something different. I need to change what I'm promoting. I need to change the text a little bit. I mean, to try a different image, or I need to try different targeting. I need to get it in front of different people until it works. That's always been my mentality with growing businesses. I never, if something doesn't work, I never get upset about it. I'm just like, okay, so the market doesn't want that. The audience doesn't want that. It's up to me to make a change, to find out what they do want and to get that in front of them. All right, so if it does get messages, woohoo, it's the working. If the ad is getting messages and inquiries and comments, it is working. So then you chat with your new friends. You chat with people in the comments, or you chat with people in message, or you message people from the comments, whichever strategy you want. Now, that's either going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be they book in and become a new client, yay, or they don't book, they need more info, or they aren't ready yet, or they ghost you, which happens. But there's strategies for these things. So once again, if they don't book, they need more info, or they aren't ready yet, either you give up, you blame the client, you blame the economy, you blame Facebook ads, you blame whatever, and or you blame yourself. Or you follow up with them, you learn more about them, you say, okay, cool. So how ready are you? Are you thinking about getting this done soon? Or are you just kind of gathering information at the moment? Like, meet people where they're at, get to know them, and take them on the journey that they need to go on. Now, if they do book in and become a new client, that's either going to go one of two ways. Either they come in once or twice and they don't return again, which is still fine. Hey, amazing, grateful, thank you for coming in, client. You can either give up on them, never message them again, and blame yourself or blame them. Like, oh, they must hate me. Oh, I did something wrong. Which can, once again, leads to low self-esteem, leads to low self-doubt, leads to self-doubt, thinking there's something wrong with you, or there's something wrong with them. Or if they come in once or twice and don't return again, you can follow up with them and be like, hey, babe, hey, who's watching? Who just joined? Hey, Chantel, just to spring this on you. Hey, Chantel, I was just thinking about you. I realized I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. Just wanted to check if everything's good, or a couple of months. Is everything good with you? Is your hair okay? Is your skin okay? What's going on? Now, they're either going to message back and be like, oh, yes, I've been thinking about you too. I just forgot to make an appointment. Like, let's get booked in. Amazing. Or they're going to just ignore you. They're no longer interested. That's okay. Just send them some love. Cool. Hope you're good. Have a good life. All right. Now, the other thing is that the goal is they book in and become a new client. They become a happy, loyal, regular client, and you make thousands of dollars a year from them. So on this side, you run an ad. Maybe you spend $10, $20, $50, $100 on the ad, whatever. If you get a new client that comes in for a $100 service, a $200 service, a $300 service, and then they come in every month or every couple of months for that service again, you've just turned $100 into like $3,000 for the year. That's how ads work. You are buying customers. You're going to have to go through this process because not every single person that inquires will buy either. But you are buying customers for your business, and it's a really good investment, because if you spend 100 and you get a client who spends 1,000 throughout the year, and you want to have $100,000 a year business, then you just need to buy 100 customers. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I wanted to try and just make it easy to see and understand. Let me know, somebody, please. Okay, so there's two main skills that you need to master to be able to do this. Literally two, although there's a few things that goes into each skill and you need to practice them, but two main skills to master. One is this is lead generation and sales conversation, because they're both separate skills. Diamond said, yes, makes sense. Amazing. So lead generation is getting inquiries. So lead generation is getting a lead for the business, getting a comment, getting a message, getting someone texting you, getting someone inquiring on your website, getting someone messaging you on Instagram, like just getting someone inquiring about a service. That is a lead. So the job of the ads or the posts is to get leads. And then sales conversation is a different skill. And sales conversation is booking them in. So I think I wrote this down. A good ad will not get you clients unless you can talk to them in a way that makes them want to buy from you. So I see a lot of people, I'm probably going to get ahead of myself, but yeah, I see a lot of people who they can use the ads to get messages, they can use the ads to get comments, they get lots of people in their inbox, and then people message them asking questions, and then they just like info dump, they give them the price, they give them just like, yeah, all heaps of detail and facts, and they don't really talk to the person, they don't ask the person anything, they don't get to know the person, they don't build a little bit of connection or familiarity, and so they lose the sale. So the ads are working, but the sales are not working. So once again, instead of, some people blame the ads, blame Facebook, rather than thinking, all right, what do I need to do? How can I get better, like learn better sales skills? Because this is a quote from one of my favorite authors, Brian Tracy. You should absolutely go and read every single sales book he's ever written. They're fantastic. People don't buy what you're selling. They buy you. Then they buy what you're selling. So it's really important that you have a little bit of a rapport building, connection building chat with people, either in the messenger, or you build that connection with people in your marketing before they get into messenger. So in Peace, Love and Profit, I give you 3 to 5 templates to use every month. So every month you get 3 to 5 new templates. I'm always adding new ones and posting them into the group as well, because I do that. And I also provide sales conversation scripts and trainings to make sure that you know how to get people booked in, to know what to say to them in Messenger, and so that you know what to do when these things happen. One, they ask for the price straight up. Price, they say it's too much. It's too much. I can't afford it. You're too expensive. Who's heard those before? You give a price and then they ghost you. If these things are happening to you, sales conversation training is required, or a slightly different sales conversation strategy is required, because you can and will overcome these things if you become better at sales. Cool. So both your marketing and how you chat with people who inquire can overcome those things and have people happily booking in and paying deposits. And that's the main thing that I help my clients to do, and that's why they get the results that they do. So this is a couple of screen grabs from one of the trainings inside Peace, Love and Profits called Turning Messages into Money. So how you chat in Messenger matters. If you're spending money on ads to get messages, but you're not talking to people in a way that gets them talking back to you and booking in and telling you about themselves, telling you what they're wanting, you're wasting your money. So yeah, I get people, so many people don't know how to chat in Messenger. I can get businesses so many messages, but if they're being ignored, if you're info dumping, if you're doing the post and ghost, where you're like scared of rejection, so you kind of just give them all this information and like run away, or if you're talking to them like a boring professional business robot instead of just a friendly, helpful person, they will ghost you. So one of the main tips is, like, if you are talking to people in Messenger differently to how you talk to people in person, face to face, or on the phone, like when you're just friendly, having a chat, talking to them, smiling, that kind of stuff, you need to do more of that in Messenger as well. You need to make it sound like you're just a real friendly, helpful person that's like wants to get to know them. So yeah, a little bit here is one of the main tips is always keep the conversation going by asking questions. All right. So let me show you how easy it is to use one of my templates. There are so many different styles of ads. I don't want you to judge, or I don't want you to think that all of my templates are exactly the same as this one, which is where I'm going with this, because some are very simple and short, like the one I'll show you now. Ones like this, though, can get you a lot of clients and a lot of bookings. That's almost too simple. Some people see them and like, oh, that's really basic. I'm like, yeah, but it works. And some of them are more like longer and with heaps more information in them, more detail. But I'm going to show you one of the very simple ones. Some ads are best used with pictures or videos, and some work better just as text. So I'm going to show you a plain text one today, because I think a lot of people don't think that they can do this. They think that you always have to have a picture. You always have to have a reel. You always have to have a video of some kind, whereas you actually can just do an old school post on your page with no anything, and it can get you bookings. Here it is. screenshot it or copy paste it. When was the last time you had service? So you insert what you're going to sell here, and I'll show you an actual example of this, and I'll post it on my client's page in a second. And then they comment either A, I get this service every month, B, 3 to 6 months ago, C, over a year ago, or D, I really should get service again soon. My insert reason why, like, you know, my grays are showing, or my lashes are falling out, or I've missed them so much. Could you send me a message with what you offer, please? And so from your perspective, you can edit this however you like to make it make sense for your product or service. From the client perspective or the follower perspective, so first of all, you'd post this to your existing followers, and then you can boost it and get it in front of new people who've never seen you before either. From their perspective, it's about them. And that's why it gets engagement, and that's why it gets interest. So this is so simple that it doesn't even look like an ad, and that is the point. Ads that sound like ads and look like ads that are actively trying to sell something often do not work. And that's why so many people think like ads don't work, or I wrote this ad, and it's just all talking about the product or service. It's listing out all the features, all the benefits, all the prices. You'll actually have so much more success if your ads are about the person who's reading them, not really even about the service at all. That's the key to getting engagement and clients. Now, also, side note that I'll explain, this particular ad is talking to someone who has already had this service done before. So you're going after someone who already knows what this is like. They've already had it done. Maybe they're a regular already. Maybe they've just dropped off the face of the earth. Maybe they like this type of person is someone that if we get them in for a client, they have had this service before, but they haven't had it done in a while and they want it done again. So the reason why that is important to remember is because you need to write different ads for different types of people. If you're going to go after someone who's never had this service before, you would have a different ad. If you're going after someone who gets this done regularly somewhere else, but you want them to come to you, you'd have a different ad. So it's different types of people, different ads for different types of people. Cool. All right, so here's an example of this. When was the last time you had a facial? A, I get them every month. I love them. B, 3 to 6 months ago. C, over a year ago. D, I really should get another one soon. My skin needs some love. Could you please send me a message with what you offer? Please. No, could you send me a message with what you offer? I thought I wrote please twice. So this is also going to get like the top, like there's going to be regular facial people who comment and say, yes, this is me. And they're just doing that because they're proud of that. They want to show it off, whatever. They're not the ones that are going to come in for a booking with this. But if anyone comments B, C, or D on this, you can reply to their comment. You can have a chat with them. You can like, oh, you know, did you want some info to get another one? Or how's your skin going right now? These are all the sales scripts and things that you need as well to get people into a conversation. And then you'll message them. And then a percentage of those people will likely book in if you have a good chat with them. If you go straight for the sale though, no, won't work. So here it is as an edited version, ready to post on my client's page. I'll post it organically first and see how many existing followers comment. Then tomorrow we'll boost it. So this is a strategy that I use. I will copy it. We're going to first of all see, and I want to explain this first. So if this post gets comments from her existing audience, her existing followers start commenting on this, and then we boost it, Facebook's going to think this is a good post because people are commenting on it. So I'm going to show it to so many more people. And that's one of the reasons why I love boosting posts. Because if you are like, yes, I still run ads in Ads Manager to get in front of new people, and I teach that as well. But boosted posts are really powerful because if they're already getting likes, if they're already getting comments, and then you boost it, then Facebook's like, well, clearly this post is amazing. We need to show it to way more people, and you'll get it in front of so many more people than just like going through the learning phase and like waiting for it to test your ad and get it in front of people and things like that. So Facebook, The Haven, Megan's one of my amazing clients. She's allowed me to just post this on her page. What's on your mind? My mind is this. Yes, Emma, you can post it on Instagram as well as a caption. 2 different ways you can do it. One, you can just literally put this text inside a box, like a white box in Canva, and just have it as a graphic and post it as a graphic, or you can post a picture of the service and use this as the caption. So all of these posts can be used on Facebook and Instagram, and you can boost them on both as well. So I'm just going to post that. Emma says, I hardly use my Facebook. Well, that's fine. You can just use Instagram. However, I do recommend people start using Facebook if they haven't been, because you can get so many bookings through it. Like it's even if you just run ads and you don't like try and grow an audience and things like that, you can, a lot of the time when you're running ads on both Instagram and Facebook, you get more messages through Facebook than Instagram. So Diamond said, can you explain the difference of running ads in Ads Manager versus boosted posts? Yes, but not right now in this video, unfortunately, because I don't have enough time. Sorry, but I do have that inside my course. So there's the post. When's the last time we had a facial? So I can't like watch this in real time and like wait to see how many people comment. Sometimes there's some immediately, sometimes there's not. I did this one for her yesterday as well, and it's got 25 likes and 8 comments, because she hasn't posted on her page for a while because she's going through some personal life stuff, which is understandable. It happens. So I was like, let's write a post about that, get some engagement, and then people, once you get some more engagement happening again after a bit of a dry spell, then Facebook will start showing your stuff a little bit more again. So I can check back in on that later. Okay, so I wanted to do one more example. Does somebody want to tell me a service that you do, and I'll just customize this for you so I can show you how it would be done for like a different service. Can I copy and paste it? Oh, I can't copy paste when I'm in present mode. Never mind. Okay, so I'm going to copy paste that. Let's just... Okay, spray tanning is the first one from Sarah. So why has it changed it to pink and made it middle centered? That's annoying. Okay, so I'll do this real quickly and then I'll go into a little bit more detail with how to make money, and I'll show you some more. When was the last time you had a spray tan? I get tans every, we'll change this to week because girls get tans weekly. So 3 to 6 months ago, over a year ago. If people sometimes read these and like put their own answers in if none of these suit them, so that's fine, just let them do that. And then D, I really should get a tan again soon. Insert reason why. I'm so white and I love, oh, I'm so white. Or we can just leave it at that, or we could be like, I'm so white, or and I love being brown, or I'm so pale. Could you send me a message with, rather than what you offer, I might change that to send me a message with your prices, please. Easy. Cool. Done. So you could do that with any of those. I'm not going to do every single one because it'll take me too long, but you guys are welcome to customize it yourself and give it a try. Please give it a try and then come back and tell me how it goes. Some of you will have good success with it, with that particular ad, and some of you may not, but that's why there's so many different posts as well, because some of them work so well for some people and some of them don't work that well for other people. It also will just depend on your audience size. If you have a large audience who's already kind of engaged and who are your clients and they're happy clients, then they'll be more likely to comment. And if you have a small audience, or you're literally just growing, or your audience is like super cold and they don't even like anything, it's going to be a little bit harder. So you'll need to grow the audience as well. And you will probably need to boost it or run it as an ad to get it in front of people to test it. So, yep, I just did that. So I can't give you all of my ad templates, and I can't give you my best ones for free either, because my best ones are my best ones. They stay in the vault, they stay in the bank, they're in the paying members only. They're the ones that make a lot of money. But I wanted you to see how to use them. So all of my ad templates kind of look like that. And you just customize to suit your own service and you edit them a little bit. So every month I send you multiple templates to use and instructions on how to boost them. What this does is why you need multiple of them is it because it creates variety for your followers. It creates variety for the new clients that are out there. Some posts are written for people who, as I just explained before, who, maybe have never had the service done before and you're trying to get them interested. There's ones for people that know what it is and they're already interested and they just want to get it done again, like different levels of customer awareness. That's really important. And yeah, it creates variety for followers. And because there's so many new clients out there, potential new clients for your business, they just don't see your posts because they're not being seen. They're not getting likes. They're not getting comments. So they don't see anything from you. So they need to see some good posts from you to get them interested so you can get them in the door. So I show you how to boost posts, show you who to target, show you how much money to spend and how long to run them for and how to understand if it's working or not. I also show you how to get ads up and running in Ads Manager, as you asked just before, Diamond, that get messages coming in constantly. I have a method that I personally use and teach called Inbox Explosion, where you run between 3 to 5 ads or more at once for the same service to the same people in slightly different ways. And basically people that are interested in that service will just see different ads from you popping up in their feed every day that are actually like interesting to them. And once they've seen them quite a few times, like they'll just start reaching out because they're like, okay, cool, tell me more about that. Your posts really should be making you money if they're done well. Like this is the point of social media for business. If they're not, and this might sound harsh, but if they're not, and if they're not even getting likes, and if they're not even getting comments, then what is the actual point of them? Because some people are just posting the same kind of stuff over and over every single day, every single week, and they're not working, but they just keep doing it because they're stuck in a rut and they don't know what else to do. But if they're not working, like, yes, I don't want that to sound harsh, but actually if what you're doing isn't working, you need to change what you're doing. I'd like to see someone have an argument against that. If you want help with your posts, to start running ads, to start using a variety of templates at work to get clients into your business, I got you. It's what I do. Peace, love, and profit. Here's my branding. Someone asked me to explain my branding to them the other day, and I said, it's like a 90s hot pink neon mess, or a 90s pink neon hot mess. And I'm like, and I've never loved it more than I love it right now. It's perfect. It totally explains my brain. So yeah, it's peace, love, and profit. So here's how it works. If you want to join Peace, Love, and Profit, if you'd like to join me, you take a deep breath, you get excited, and you sign up. You decide to give it a go, fully prepared to invest in your growth, in your business, in your skills, and to try new things. Once you signed up, you'll get an email through right away. It's going to have some templates and trainings in it straight away that you can go through and get started on. Make sure to read everything and follow the instructions. That's really important. If you're anything like me, you want to skip instructions. You want to just go find the things and do the things. But my writing that I've written for you is actually very important and it will help you to get better results. So please read. Once you get your first posts up and boosted and you see how many messages and comments you get from them in the first week, you follow the sales conversations, trainings, and scripts to get as many new clients booked in as you can. And you can ask for feedback at any time along the way if anything isn't working or if you want to know if what you're doing is okay. I am in there 5 days a week in the group, and my lovely assistant Tamika to help to make sure everything's working for you. So you update me in the private Facebook group if you want to, personal preference, you don't have to. Some people are just wallflowers and they sit in the background, they never post, and some people are posting all the time every day. Well, up to you, you do you. Share the wins, share how many clients you got, how many bookings, how many comments, etc. Or if something isn't working, you just say, hey, this didn't work, and then we'll have a look at it, we'll try again, we'll make a tweak so that we can get it working. If you've only just joined, guys that are just joining now, please go back and watch the start because all the good stuff was at the start. You track how many clients you get every month, and you watch your business grow and your socials improve. I literally just had a client do a post just before I went live on how she's added like $6,000 from her ads so far, and she's only spent, I can't remember what it was, 300 or something on them since she started working with me. So that's amazing. I didn't screenshot it in time. You watch your business grow and your sales improve. But when you've got ads running and they're working and they're bringing new clients in, then literally every single month you can sit down and you can count up like, well, I spent this much on ads, I got this many clients in, I made this much money, and your income will just grow every month. So here's a couple of more screenshots. This was the same girl. My previous months have averaged around 1,700 per week. I think I use this one later on as well. I think I doubled up. October is looking to average about 2,500 a week. My goal is 3K weeks. So I calculated that if that's weekly, and it ended up being per month. She went from like 6,000 to 12,000 a month. That's like doubled in a month. If you're on the fence about doing Carissa's training, get off the fence and jump in. I'm a home-based sole-operated beauty therapist. I've been doing the work for a month now, gained 22 new clients, made my money back on the course already. Wow, thanks, lovelies. Carissa, I know you probably heard this 100 times, but your shit is the bomb. My business is only a newbie, but my revenue is over doubled for this month already. So yes, it does work. So what is investment? That's what I'm hearing you thinking and worrying about right now, because that's what happens every time. So guess what? Everyone who has ever worked with me and got these results has also had the same worry. So you're not alone. And also all of your clients feel the same way that you're feeling right now. Oh, what's the cost? I don't know. So I just wanted to share that because it's normal. And if you're feeling that about buying something and investing something, it helps you to have a little bit of empathy for people that are considering buying something from you and feeling the same way. So sales psychology and like empathy and understanding how people are feeling when you're going to sell them something, it's just helpful. It's just important. So what I do is I help my clients add thousands of dollars per week or per month to their business with ads. So I don't try to be cheap. I had someone say recently like, oh, Carissa's membership's so much more expensive than other social media memberships out there. I'm like, yeah, but they're all just content templates. Mine are ad templates and sales scripts that make you money. They're not just a caption to go with your Instagram posts. Like, this is business growth. This is like adding thousands of dollars a week or a month to your revenue. I know my stuff's good. So I don't try to be cheap. I do try and be affordable. But this training is an investment in the long-term growth of your company. And that's what you need to consider. It's an investment. There's a return that you'll get on it. So if you're someone who focuses on the return, you like investing in courses, you see the importance in investing in your education and in advertising, then yes, you can see this as an investment. You'll be sweet. If on the other hand, you're someone who just wants to try it, see if it works, and if it doesn't immediately exceed your expectations, you're going to quit. I'm just going to be real with you and say, please don't sign up. Because those are the people that post something once, it doesn't work, they get upset, and then they quit, and then they don't learn anything. So yeah, I know who my ideal clients are. My templates, they can work very quickly. For some people, they work immediately. The first one will work. Well, other people, sometimes they need to try a couple of times before they work. It's once again, it's the mindset that's going to help you, because if you are committed to making it work, you will make it work. It's that simple. But they do require you to do a little bit of work and also learn and practice, especially chatting in the DMs. It's also true that not every single lead or inquiry is going to buy from you, and you need to understand that sales and business growth is a numbers game. And I've got an example to show that right now. So every single message, every single comment is not going to buy. The percentage of them will. So this client had 67 messages, 20 booked. She had 65 new clients in total for the month, I think it was. Just from new clients, she made $5.5 grand, and she spent on advertising $180. So you need to manage your emotions as well while growing, because you will be rejected and you will have people say no. And this is one of the biggest fears that people allow to stop them. It's a fear, it's a thought. It's like if I put myself out there, if I give someone a price or whatever, like someone's not going to like it. Someone's going to say no. once you build that muscle, it's just practice. Like if you do it, it's like if you have a fear of riding a bike without training wheels, and so you just never do because you're like, what if I fall over? You're going to fall over. You're going to hurt yourself. It's inevitable, but the more you do it, the better you will get. Okay. So if you can just overcome the fear of rejection or run straight at it, Lex, yes, reject me, tell me no, I want more of this, because the more that it happens, the closer I'm going to get to a yes. This was another example that I posted in the group yesterday. Kelly Christie, who owns the facial bar on the Gold Coast, she's using some of my templates at the moment, and I asked if she had an available appointment in her salon. She's like, no, I used your template to create a reel and got 35 new bookings in 2 weeks. So the reason you can't book in is because of your strategies. And I was like, oh my God, I canceled myself out. So yeah, that was funny. But you just got to focus on the ones who are interested. So I know even myself personally, when I talk to you guys in the group, when I have people messaging me about my programs, I can message 20 people in a day, and like 1 or 2 of them will be like, yes, sign me up. And some will be like, oh, I need more information. And some will just ghost me. Like that's just how it works. So, and the more you do it, the better you'll get, until it feels like a natural strength and a natural skill. And then you're just easily able to put posts out there, write ads, run ads, do sales conversations, and bring as many clients in as you want once you get really good at it. This is another one. Thought I'd give you a snapshot of how advertising is going. Previously, we had 0 to 5 messages online each month. Like she was literally getting 0 to 5 messages each month. Then she started running ads. For the month of July, we had a total of 47 messages. 21% of those booked in. We also got 66 new clients in total. New clients spent 5,400, and we spent 404 on ads. So totally worth it. Thank you so much. So a lot of clients, it's kind of common actually that people make about 5 to 5.5 grand a month, I'm noticing in these screenshots, because they're all different people, but they're all kind of having a similar result. And then my marketing brain goes, well, what if you spent double that? What if you spent 800 on ads and you made 10,000 for the month? Because that's how it works.